Good morning, students. So, we have started with chapter number 13, Motion and Time. I hope all of you have gone through the previous videos. Please go through the videos first and try to understand each and every concept. Then we will do the question answers when we will complete the chapter, and I will give you assignment after that only. So, we have discussed in last chapter about speed. And today we have to discuss about how we measure speed. So as you all know, the formula of speed is distance by time. If we can measure distance, if we can measure time, then we can divide distance by time and we can measure speed easily. So first of all, we have let us understand how to measure speed with an activity. Draw a straight line on the ground with chalk, powder or lime and ask one of your friends to stand 1 or 2 meters away from it. Now we have to draw a straight line with the chalk, or you can use a lime. You have to ask your friend to stand 1 meter away from here. 1 or 2 meters away from this line. Now let your friend gently roll a ball along the ground in a direction perpendicular to the line. Now I hope you all know what is perpendicular. If this is the line, then this is perpendicular because they both have an angle of 90 degree. So your friend has to throw a ball in this direction which is perpendicular to the line. Note the time at the moment ball crosses the line. When the ball crosses this line, let the point be O. Then we have to start measure time, and when the ball will come to rest, let us mark this position as A. So this is the distance from O to A. Suppose this is 2 kilometers, for example, and you have noted time because your friend was standing here, he had dropped the ball and you were the one who noted the time. So you know that suppose the time comes out to be 1 hour. So we know the distance is 2 kilometers and time is 1 hour. So the speed comes out to be 2 kilometers per hour. So this is the way how we have to measure time. If we know the distance, if we know the time, then we can measure speed by dividing distance by time. Now this image, just have a look at this image. So this was the activity that we were doing. The boy is here and he is rolling at an angle perpendicular 90 degrees, and the ball comes to rest at this position, and we will note this distance and the time taken by ball to cover this distance. Then we will calculate speed by dividing distance upon time. So this is how we measure time, and I hope you remember the unit of speed is kilometers per hour or meter per second or meter per minute or kilometer per minute, depend how we measure distance and how we measure time. So here a small paragraph is given. Let us try to understand this as well. The small time interval that can be measured commonly in clock and watches is 1 second. Now how you measure time? The smallest unit that you can measure is second from your watch, from your clock. You can say 1 second is the smallest unit. But now special clocks are available that can measure time interval which are less than second. For example, we can measure time even 1 billionth. 1 million is, students please remember, 1 million is 10 raised to power 6. 10 raised to power 6. 10 raised to power 6, I hope you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1 billion is 10 raised to power 9. Okay? You can write 10 zeros after 1 for billion. So we can measure time even 1 billionth of a second. For example, I will clear you this. For example, nowadays, you know, in sports, we have to measure. Suppose there are two people having competition with one another, and the time interval is very less. So we use stopwatch, which can measure in very small unit of time, even 1 billionth of a second. For example. For example, I can teach you this nanosecond. Now what is nano? Nano means 10 raised to power minus 9. 10 raised to power minus 9. So 1 nanosecond will be 1 by 10 raised to power minus 9. It will divide, so it will become 1 by 10 raised to power 9 of second. So it can measure 1 upon 10 raised to power minus 9th of a second. So this small, imagine 1 by 10 raised to power 9 will be 0.00000001. So it will be so small. Even our clocks nowadays can measure that time. Even microsecond. 1 micro means 10 raised to power minus 6. So 1 by 10 raised to power 6 will become 0.0000001. So we can even measure that unit of time as well. So students, we the commonly used units of time are hour, minute, second, and the smallest unit that we can observe is second. But nowadays special clocks are there which can measure time interval which are less than 10 raised to power something of a second. So this was just a basic information for you that you have to go through. Now students, please have a look at this. I have already told you when there was no clock in earlier time, how the ancient people used to measure time was one of these instruments is sundial. Now please try to understand what is sundial. It is just given in the picture is given in your book. The construction is not mentioned, so I will try to explain a brief of it. Now you have to take a wooden plank for that. एक wood का plank ले लीजिए और आप क्या कीजिए, एक इस तरह का कुछ 90 डिग्रीज एंगल बनाइए, ठीक है. इस तरह का ट्रायंगल बनाइए 90 डिग्री पे और उसे यहाँ प्लेस कर दीजिए. यहाँ पे क्या आएगा, 90 है सपोज. और इसके लिए सन डायल के लिए हमें सबसे ज़्यादा सन की ज़रूरत होगी. तो जब सन की शैडो यहाँ आती है, मान लो वो 2 o'clock है, 2 PM. सो इस चीज़ को मैं 2 PM मेजर करूँगी. फिर उसके बाद हम 1 घंटे बाद उसका टाइम नोट करेंगे, उस पे उसकी शैडो नोट करेंगे. मान लेते हैं वो 3 पे आएगी तो ये 3 PM बन जाएगा. उसके कम भी 1 पे होगी. इस तरह से समथिंग कुछ होगा. यहाँ पे क्या होगा, 12 बजेंगे. यहाँ क्या होगा, 11 बजेंगे. इस तरह से उनको एक अप्रॉक्सीमेशन होता था कि टाइम कैसे मेजर किया जाता है. एक वुडन प्लैंक पे एज यू कैन सी ग्राउंड सरफेस यूनिफॉर्म है. एक 90 डिग्री का एंगल ऑब्जर्व किया है. जब सन स्ट्राइक करेगा तो इसकी शैडो जहाँ पड़ेगी वो टाइम हम नोट कर लेंगे और उससे आगे हम क्या करते रहेंगे, टाइम नोट करते जाएंगे फॉर दिस. बट देयर इज़ अ डिसएडवांटेज ऑफ दिस. अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग डिसएडवांटेज इज़ दैट इट रिक्वायर्स सन. What about if it is cloudy weather or there is no sun? So we cannot measure time at that day. So it was used by ancient people to have approximate time of the day. But nowadays we have watch, we have smart watches, we have clocks which can measure time very accurately. Also, now here they are also 2 devices. Students, this you have seen maybe. Nowadays many toys come of this kind. Now it is a sand clock. Suppose it is filled with sand, and the approximate, it is also called hour clock. What the ancient people used to do, they had an approximation that this sand will take approximate time of 1 hour to completely fall down. Means sand from upper section will fall to lower section in 1 hour. So here we can have the time interval. Suppose I am starting my work, I am starting a lecture now. It's 10:30 for example. Now if I want to finish at 11:30 exact, then I will just turn this clock upside down, and when the last trace will come down, I will have an idea that 1 hour is over. So it is just a when it is just used when we need to have an idea of time interval. It does not give us exact time that now it is 10:30 or 10:45. It will just give me an idea that when I have started this and when the clock is finished, so what was the time interval between the two. So it is approximately 1 hour. So it is also, so this is sand clock, which was used by ancient people for some time noting things, then when they have to note some time. Now we have next is water clock. Students, please note, I'm sending one more link with this video. You have to go through both the links, please. I have in that given complete description how you have to make water clock. With that you will have only clear idea how you have to make a water clock. Now this is your assignment for today. You have to make a water clock and you have to share your pictures in WhatsApp, through WhatsApp in the group. Now how they used to measure, water clock was used to measure time was, in that video also you will understand quite well. Suppose I'm taking a plastic bottle, I will cut it from center, and in the cap I will make one hole. I will make a hole at this point, and I will make this thing immersed in a bowl full of water. You will see from the hole water will rise up, and there is a buoyant force. In physics you may have studied buoyant force which will pull it downward. When its weight will become, when जब वाटर उसमें अंदर जाएगा तब उसका वेट क्या हो जाएगा, एक टाइम आएगा कि बहुत इंक्रीज हो जाएगा और वो बिल्कुल नीचे आ जाएगा. तो हम क्या कहेंगे कि कितना टाइम लगा उसको उस बायंट फोर्स को कवर करने में, वो पर्टिकुलर टाइम हम वाटर क्लॉक से मेजर करते हैं. दिस इज़ योर असाइनमेंट. यू हैव टू डू इट एट योर होम. प्लीज़ वॉच द अदर लिंक and share me the pictures in the group as well. Okay, so this was the ancient time measuring devices. Okay, also here some observations are given. Now measure the distance between the point at which ball crosses the line and the point when it comes to rest. We have all studied it. You can use scale, as I've already, you can use scale to measure from O to A. You can note this distance, you can note time, and then you can measure speed by speed is equal to distance by time. You can note speed by dividing distance by time. Also here is some observation. You can do name of your group. You can make 2-3 groups. You can measure name of the group, distance moved by the ball, time taken. So you can measure speed by distance by time. You can do this observation at your home easily. Also, now rockets launching satellites Earth orbit often attain speed up to 8 kilometers per second. Means they cover 8 kilometers in 1 second. So this is such a faster speed. On the other hand, a tortoise can move at a speed of 8 centimeter per second. This is so slow. So you can compare how slow or how fast a particular object is. आप अपने आप की स्पीड को अपने फ्रेंड की स्पीड से कंपेयर कर सकते हैं. अगर आप बाइसिकल से जा रहे हैं, अपने घर से अपने स्कूल के डिस्टेंस को नोट करके टाइम नोट कर सकते हैं और डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, और आप बता सकते हैं आपके और आपके फ्रेंड में कौन स्लो है और कौन फास्ट है. और अगर आपको स्पीड पता है तो आप डिस्टेंस भी निकाल सकते हैं. सपोज़ मुझे पता है कि मेरी स्पीड इतनी है और मुझे टाइम पता है कि मैं कैसे कवर करूँगी, तो डिस्टेंस क्या हो जाएगा, स्पीड इनटू टाइम. सिमिलरली अगर आपको टाइम निकालना है, सिमिलरली अगर आपको डिस्टेंस पता है, स्पीड पता है, तो आप टाइम भी निकाल सकते हैं. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ वन मोर थिंग, व्हाट इज स्पीडोमीटर. You have to do this at your home. I hope all of you have a car or you have a motorcycle at your home. Please watch their speedometer. Now what is speedometer? I will show you this kind of thing you can see here, this where the speed is noted with the help of you will see when car moves, the speed goes on increasing this way. So this is called speedometer, which is used to measure the speed of an object. The speed is measured here in kilometers per hour. Okay, so this table I will explain in next lecture. Till then, please go through the chapter, and you have to make water clock by yourself. You have to make water clock by yourself, and please read the chapter till speedometer, and go through the chapter again and again. Please try to understand the chapter first, then we will cover the question answers later on. So you can go through before page, you can go through till page number 150, and you have to read the things again and again so that you can grasp the concept. So this was all about today's lecture. Please keep on studying. Thank you.